Hey guys, it's Stephanie from Beyond the Barricades Promotions, aka btbpromotions.com. My current job on Beyond the Barricades is I'm the only owner. I do have another friend who has most of the, has the same controls as me on the website, but I'm the only person that really contacts the bands and their managers. I set up the interviews with the bands. I set up the photo passes for my interns. I allow anyone to sign up and do the photography and the interviews. I send them out and everything to the shows. And anything else that they could possibly come up with, you could just shoot me an email. I'm really flexible about that. So yeah, basically my job is setting everything up, interviewing, I do photos also, and then I edit it all together and I put it on the website. Inspiration behind Beyond the Barricades was in April 2010. Prior to that, I had been friends with the band Honor Society, who is now on the Jonas Brothers record label, which is kind of the way that you would know them if you do. But they live a town away from me, and we would go to coffee and with a few of my other friends at the time, and they wanted me to start doing their promotion on their street teams with the other girls. And I didn't have any experience in it, so I decided to try it out. And at that point in my life, I was a junior in high school, and I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do with my life, whatsoever. I wasn't really that much into music. They were the first band that I had actually really followed besides any radio artists. So I started doing street teams. And street teams are very tedious if you're going to plan on being in the industry. That's not the way to really go about it. So when I started to get more serious about it and I realized that that's the kind of career that I would want to aim towards, I made the website so I could benefit a lot of bands by just posting in one place instead of having 17 different logins for 17 different Twitter accounts, because it just got out of hand, and then I didn't really give fair amount of attention to any bands and it wasn't really doing much. So that's where I started. I went to a show in the city at Webster Hall, I believe, and it was with Stereo Skyline, Downtown Fiction, See You and Jerzak, and We Should Whisper, Lamoni. And I had been friends with most of the bands that were on that tour. We've been speaking about promotions and stuff like that. So I gave him my idea of the website, and the Downtown Fiction was my first interview. And then Steven Jerzak kind of was also there, and he kind of helped me shape Beyond the Barricades to what it is right now. So basically it's just trial and error. Like I said, it was basically all because of Honor Society that I really became involved in the industry. I had always been listening to the radio when I grew up. You can ask my parents. They said that I was always listening to something. But until I actually realized that there was a whole other indie world out there, and that you don't have to just listen to everything that's on the radio, and you can pick your own genre and pick bands like that and support people and all that, really came from Honor Society. Biggest misconceptions of my job. One, I do not sleep with the bands. Neither do my interns. We're not anything more than professional with them. No. I go through their managers to get their stuff. I don't go through the band members to get the contact information, to set up all the passes and everything. No. I'm working. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not partying with them. I personally don't drink. I'm not into the whole scene that the big music industry is said to be about. I don't take part in any of those activities. I go and I do my interviews, I take my pictures, and then that's it. And the bands remember me and they'll say hi to me later on, but that doesn't mean that we're hanging out with them after hours. No. Second is that I'm getting paid for this. None of us are getting paid for this. My own money goes into it. My own money went into making the domain. My own money goes into the gas and everything. If we're fortunate, we do get guest lists every once in a while, but that depends on the show. Sometimes we have to pay for our own tickets. So, no. I don't get paid. I'm not involved to the point where I can't leave it, so I don't wish that I knew anything before. I sometimes do wish that I was interested in something else, but No, the industry is not the best place to be trying to find jobs and stuff like that, because it's by luck, it's by who you know, it's by what you do, it's by timing, it's by being in the right place at the right time, it's by saying the right words to the right people, and basically what I say is act legit, be legit. If you're acting professional and you think you know what you're doing and you just go about it and you teach yourself and you learn from your mistakes and everything like that, then other people will look at you and think that you know what you're doing, even if you don't really know what you're doing, but you're learning, so eventually you will know what you're doing. There's no real advice that I'd say that I've been given besides to have a backup plan. I've always said I don't have an extraordinary dream to be working towards for myself, so why not help others reach and live their dream? The hardest lesson I've ever learned, I had to think about this one. I would probably say people are going to hate you no matter what. Hey guys, what's up? It's Stephanie from Beyond the Barricades and btppromotions.com, and I just answered these questions for Band-Aid Records.